Just in time. Just in time. Check, check. Okay. Coffee finished just in time for me to make this video. I'm doing laundry right now, so got me in my jammies. Let's go talk about sobriety, shall we? We're out here at our friend's house outside of Salt Lake City. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Should probably let's put the mountains in the background there. Let's see how that looks. All right, so 12 months and a day sober. Well, I guess you would call it Cali sober. I'm still doing weed. I keep saying doing weed. I don't smoke weed. I never really like smoking weed, but I'm hitting the gummies a lot. Anyway, I made it a full year, no alcohol. I'm proud, I'm proud of it for sure. It was definitely something that I wanted to prove to myself that I didn't need it. I always knew it was more of like a social thing. It was more of like just what you do, being on the road for 20 years. You just drink, Everybody else is doing it and you just do it. And I mean, there was a lot of fun times for sure, Yeah, I decided that I wasn't going to do it anymore because I didn't like the way I felt. I didn't like the way it was making me feel like I would drink one beer and not even finish it, just because I'd get the ick, It got old, and there were times where I would take a shot or something, we'd be taking shots with friends or whatever, and then I would kind of be wondering to myself, why? What's the point of this? What's the point? And there were nights where I didn't feel like getting drunk, and then I would take a shot or drink a beer. I was kind of like, what is the point? When people are like, oh, let's do shots, and I was just sort of like, what's the point? I'm not gonna get drunk. I'm just poisoning myself. There were a lot of times where I just felt gross, And then of course there's the mornings where you feel like shit, sleeping late, headaches. I just don't vibe with it anymore. Nowadays I get caffeine headaches if I don't drink coffee first thing in the morning. It's not that big a deal. Yeah, I just got tired of that same old, and just feeling the way I did. And I was starting to look kind of bad. I saw some promo videos that I shot about 5 months before I quit. So this would be around the holidays in 2022. I shot some promo videos for this Callisto thing that my friends and I had done. And those videos started rolling out around April or so of 23. And I would just randomly be scrolling and see myself, from months ago promoting this new record that had just dropped. And I'm like, oh my God, who is that guy? Like fat, swollen cheeks and purple under my eyes. And I didn't like what I saw. I thought about my, my dad, he kind of let himself go. I saw he got pretty frail, towards the end of his life. He drank his whole life. He smoked his whole life. We learned later that he was starting to develop lung cancer. If he hadn't passed away when he did, eventually lung cancer would have got him, And I just saw that and I was like, man, I don't want to look like he did when I'm 59. I don't want to feel like he probably felt, People I've known for 20, 30 years, I've seen them transform, into a different looking person, just looking unhealthy. I just don't want to be a part of that anymore. There's definitely a health thing for sure. This fucking dog, I can't. Oh my God. What I came to realize after a few months of sobriety was how ingrained it is into our culture. Alcohol is everywhere. There's yoga, wine yoga classes. There's, you can get beers at the movies. There's booze everywhere. I definitely enjoyed many cinematic beers over the years. I was like, oh, this is a thing? We could do this? So why not? You just see how it's everywhere. And I don't want to, and I would never tell anybody they shouldn't be drinking, nothing like that. I'm not here to dictate some sort of lifestyle. This is what I chose, and there's a lot of people choosing it these days. But yeah, if you're someone who enjoys drinking, have at it, man. You know, I just, for myself, I see the facts. It's clear that it's unhealthy. It's just not good for your body. And it's just one more thing that I'm trying to change about myself. You know, diet is another thing. You know, I was eating great, like leading up to the 311 cruise last year. For those first 3 months of the year, my wife and I were like crushing it. We were like doing our macros, counting the calories in and out, and all that, watching what we eat, eating very lean, cut out a lot of snacks and stuff. But then as soon as we did the 311 cruise last year, it was just free soft serve all day long, 24/7. So that the cruise like ruined my diet for sure. And again, my fault. It's something that I did. No one else did. So once I quit drinking, I didn't take advantage of the better diet and constantly working out, because I was working out almost every day for those first 3 months last year. And I just kind of ruined it. I wish I could stand here today and say that, you know, I did all those things. I quit drinking, I changed my diet, and I worked out more than ever. I wish I could say that, but I just quit drinking. So, you know, while that's great in itself, I wish I would have taken advantage, because there, you know, just to see all the benefits where alcohol is not inhibiting, you know, weight loss and, you know, just my overall, you know, fucking up my whole mood, things like that. So I'm hoping to get to that point. Overall, I feel great. I wasn't someone who drank all the time. It just wasn't my thing. I would mostly drink on the road, and sometimes at home. Like, it was nice to grab, you know, a glass of wine or something with my wife and watch something on Netflix or whatever. But I wasn't a huge drinker, so I don't feel transformed. You know, I don't feel completely different. Because I didn't do it that much, but I did it enough. You know, just enough to where I said earlier how I could see it in my face, you know? So I'm trying to hold on to this youthful glow as long as possible. If you're someone out there that has been wanting to do it, has been wanting to quit drinking, but you know, you enjoy the communal part of it, like drinking with your friends and stuff, you feel like you're gonna miss out, you're gonna have some FOMO. You might have some FOMO. I can't say you won't, but you know, drinking the NAs have been great for moments like that, where it's like you feel like you want to feel like you're partying, you want to taste like you're partying. You know, drinking the Corona NAs has been a big help. I've been wanting to try that non-alcoholic tequila as well. That would be interesting. But you know, for moments like that, that's good. But if you're someone who feels like you've wanted to do it, but you just haven't made that full step, you know, just trust me that you can do it. That's my cheesy positive thing that I'm going to say today, is that you can do it if you want to do it. If you're someone that has problems with alcohol, I'm not qualified to help you with that. You should definitely seek professional assistance for that. I can say that the NAs have helped curb that sense of FOMO and that sense of like, I feel like having a drink right now, you know? And sometimes even like a LaCroix, just a seltzer, you know, like that helps like curb that, you know, appetite, dare I say. Keeps the monster away, I guess. Yeah, but if you're someone like me who just kind of drinks socially, and you know, maybe it was a part of your job, which it almost is when you're a touring musician, you know, as I said, just know that you can stop if you want. You just have to make the commitment to yourself. I don't know how inspiring this video is going to be for anybody, but I just figured I would just share my thoughts on it and, you know, my experience. But it is awesome to say that I haven't had any booze in a year and a day. You know, it's like, here I am, and I feel like I look better for it. I feel like I feel better for it. I don't know. It's just nice. It's an accomplishment. I got friends and some of the guys in the band. They're like, "So you're just done? Like you're just like forever?" I understand why they might feel like that, because again, it's just what you do. It's almost like, well, you're an adult now, so you drink. You know, it's funny. But yeah, I think I'm done forever. I don't ever need to. I don't know. I don't need booze to like get through a show. I don't need booze to like handle a public situation or a social situation. I've played hundreds of sober shows at this point, out of the thousands. But you know, it's just, yeah, I realize that I'm not a slave to it. I don't need it. So So yeah, looking forward to another 12 months. Let's get 24 months, no booze, you know. Drinking a lot of coffee, a lot of water, LaCroix, things like that, you know. It's good, and I'm proud of myself. And, you know, as I said one more time, if you want to do it, you can do it. You just have to take the steps, you know. Tonight we're going to be at Urban Lounge in Salt Lake City. Last time we played Salt Lake, I think it was like a Tuesday night or something like that. Got a really good pre-sale for tonight. And then Colorado Springs and Denver this weekend, Saturday, Sunday. Both have low tickets. More than half the room is sold. Getting close to like 3/4 of the room sold. And so thank you guys very much for that. Super cool, man. The shows have been awesome. Definitely have seen the growth, the momentum picking up, and just, you know, we've been working hard for a long time to get these numbers up. Like, you know, we've been doing like 150 to 200 people a night roughly for years, and we were like stuck there. But recently, I think ever since like Shell Shock dropped last year, and just really getting out there, like making a lot of videos and things and trying to be more omnipresent, it just has really helped. And, you know, we're starting to see like 300 people a night, more than, you know, 400 people. Like, it's pretty incredible, man. Like Roseville, California, a couple nights ago just was awesome. Like on a Tuesday night, you know, we pulled 400 people. So I don't know. There's so many times where I'm just like, I think this is over. You know, like I feel like what am I doing? I'm like delaying the inevitable. Is the band really going to take off at some point? Like, are we going to be able to flip this, or is this just a thing that's just never going to happen? You know, and it's really hard once you get into your 40s, you know, and you have a family and stuff, and you think about the future, and are the kids going to go to college, and, you know, can we move into a bigger house at some point with a yard, and can we have that little piece of the American dream, you know? And it's just so difficult doing this, like the path of an artist, you know? And at some point, it's like I got to make a decision, and as of now, I'm feeling good, and those feelings have subsided a bit, where I can see it and like, wow, okay, there's actually some growth happening here. And, you know, people are coming to the shows, and what if we could get to that 500 people a night? And that's where the money really changes. And, you know, I just want to get to a point where I'm taking my family on vacations, and I'm not thinking about how much it's going to cost, you know? I'm not talking about like anything lavish. I'm just talking about taking the kids to the beach a couple hours away for a week, you know, and not worrying about, you know, putting everything on a credit card and dealing with it later. And it's just too much. My dad had a lot of money problems, and I've tried to be more conscious of that over the last 4 years or so, since 2020 happened. And just I don't want to end up like him, like with money problems and things, and just trying to be more responsible. And I have all the things that I need as far as gear and stuff. I love toys. I would get really wild with money and just start buying things because, like, oh, I want that. And I think a lot of people do that, and you got to get some control on that, you know, and, you know, handle yourself. Like, stop buying everything. And now I'm at a point where it's like I have everything I need. I have no reason to buy anything, any new gear, anything like that. Like, I can make all the content I need to. I can record at home. I got everything I need to do to make a successful career. You know, I'm trying to be better about that, and trying to choose things like not door dashing and, you know, things like that. Trying to keep some of this money, you know. And now I see the band like doing really well this year. Just in 2024 alone, just the shows that we've had. The last tour was probably the best headliner we've ever done, and this one might be just the same, if not better. You know, I just see the growth happening, and it's great. So, oh, there's like a hole in this. This cup is like getting the coffee's like eating through. It's just dripping. Anyway, just want to say thank you guys very much for coming to the shows and listening to the music and all that. You're helping change our lives, you know? So I guess that's it. I'm gonna go get some more work done. This fucking dog, dude. All right, bye.